Hey everyone, welcome back to Beach Angel Tarot. I'm here to do my 2025 energy reading for the upcoming year. And so happy new year to everyone and happy holidays, of course. If you'd like your own personal private reading, you can click the link below. As you know, if you follow my channel, if you follow my shop, you know that I offer this one every year as a special. And it allows everyone to get a little taste of my readings and see what's coming up for the energy for their year. In like love, finances, what's not following us into 2025, what is the theme, where should we place our focus, and what is our superpower. So we're going to kind of look at those energies and have some fun this evening and see what's coming up. So let's get to that in this moment. So we're going to see. I'm going to be using different decks, but if you purchase and you'd like to if you would like to request a certain type of oracle or tarot, let me know. Like if you want tarot or you want oracle, or if you want angels, like if you want an angel oracle, mermaid, unicorn, fairies, there's many different spirits out there to choose from. So let me know. I will be glad to accommodate as best I can. That being said, let's get into the new year fun and see what's happening for us energetically in this upcoming year. So this one doesn't call for opening and closing, so we're just going to jump right in. What is not following us into our 2025, Spirit? What will not be following us into our 2025? Oh, that one's doing the jiggy bop. And it's surrender to receiving love and support. So this is a positive one. So what it tells me is that whatever may be blocking feeling loved and support is going to be not following us. So we're going to be able to feel the energy of love and support. Allow love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. So anything that's been blocking this energy in our lives is not going to be following us into 2025 from 2024. I may be saying that backwards because I'm so used to 2024. But an inability. So what will not be following is an inability to receive and accept support and love in your life. So if you have a hard time with that, consciously or unconsciously, it's not going to be following you into 2025, which is going to allow you to feel more supported. It's going to allow you to feel more love of those around you. So it's just going to be something that's naturally occurring within your energy and within your awakening and your consciousness and expansion and that conscious energy within yourself. So not something you have to sit down and work on or heal or go over or strive to. You're just going to naturally notice feeling more supported, feeling more loved. And it's going to be because those patterns or limiting beliefs that you may have had programmed or conditioned upon you is dissipating. So as your consciousness is expanding and you're awakening more, as we all do throughout our lives, you're going to find that something has shifted or been released within a set of limiting beliefs within that held this at bay for you to a bit or to a certain degree. So I like seeing this. What is the theme? So the next placement of this reading is what is the theme for our 2025? And we're going to do that with the unicorn spirit. What is the theme of our 2025? And we have innocence. So the theme is going to be more play, more fun. And it says, take time to play, nurture your inner child, live with childlike sense of wonder. And so I feel like I'm bouncing it off of like opposites. So if you're innocent, you're not guilty. So if you've had bouts of guilt, and that can come from many different things. People can have survivor's guilt or feel guilty about, very slight things. And it can, create, disruptions of inner peace in our lives. So I feel like some of that will be dissipating if that is something that resonates for you. If you're having guilt, you're not going to be dealing with that. So there's a sense of innocence. If you have been charged guilty or accused of something, you're going to have that innocence placed upon you, right? So that is awesome. So, because some people are dealing with things like that. So, but you're going to be, innocent of anything like that. If there's any legalities or anything that someone has accused you of. Also, I'm getting a sense of, with the play, like the opposite of play is seriousness and responsibility. Children are, don't have that responsibility. So for some reason, they're kind of bouncing it off of opposites for me. So the word is consequences. The theme is going to be less consequences for not your actions, like you can be negligent. It's not like being negligent, but there's going to be less consequences for having fun. And that can be also part of limiting beliefs. Things that we're holding within ourselves, whether we believe it or not, get reflected to us from people outside of us. But it's because we're holding that in our consciousness, and then it just kind of gets streamed out in front of us as, being played out. So as something kind of loosens or lessens its grip within your consciousness, awareness of yourself in a way that's more negative, in the aspect of having to have more responsibility or always having consequences for having fun. Maybe this is something that happened as a child and you've held on to it in the subconscious, and it kind of just keeps getting played out as a pattern. That's going to be being released, and you're going to have the ability to have more fun, to be more carefree without having responsibility or consequences for having that good time. Okay, so that is something else for some, if it resonates, that's going to be a theme. But outside of that, as a whole, there's going to be more good times, more happiness, more childlike sense of wonder, play, fun kind of energy being illuminated in our upcoming year is the theme. This also gives me like a 6 of Cups type of vibe, and like a sweet soulmate kind of energy coming up. So tenderness is a word that is coming to me. So an emotional tenderness, especially when you put it with this as a whole, as being loved and supported, you're going to be experiencing that. But this all starts within self. But it's not something, like I said, you have to sit down and heal. It's just something that, as like I said, our consciousness is expanding and awakening more to. It's just going to be naturally letting more of that in, noticing it coming to you more, noticing yourself experiencing it more. But it's because those things have kind of left loose within your from within your past, let's put it that way, that you've been holding on to. But you may not know, it's probably something that you're not consciously like, oh yeah, I know I'm doing that, or I know that caused this. And it's usually, sometimes you can see it in retrospect, but sometimes in the middle of it, you don't understand what's happening or why you keep experiencing patterns and stuff. But there's going to be less consequences for fun and happiness. There's going to be innocence for some, literally, and more play and more good time energy. And for some, with the child energy, you could be having children or, adding someone new to the family as well for some. So anything that runs the gamut with children too. So that being said, the next one is Love Life, and we're going to be using this deck. This is Cherry Enchantress, a deck that she created. So let's see what 2025 Love Life energy is going to be for us. And we have friendly support, friends, guides, and fairies, guides, and friends give aid. Well, since it mentioned fairies, I'm going to pull another one and a fairy card. So we're going to add to this one. So there's going to be a basis of friendship in love life, which is always good. But we have fairy energy, fairies, kind of magical type energy. We're going to pull one more, and then we're going to see what the fairies want to add to the reading. And we have magnetism. There is a gravitational pull to each other. So kind of like an unseen force. You can't see gravity, right? So there is some sort of unseen force, friendly support. But let's just see what the fairies want to add, since they mentioned them in this one. How are the fairies helping in regards to the love life in 2025? Spirit, what do they want to add? Why are they talking about supporting the love life energy in 2025? Oh, there it is. Winter. It says the answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. So winter can be warranted as important. And I guess when we turn, so it would be like the beginning of the year, this year, and the very end, like after December 21st at the end of the year. So I would say it's pretty immediate winter. And winters, so I would say it's giving a timing of soon, like December 21st. We're looking at, so this would start immediately at the new year and run till, when does spring start? March 21st? So winter's December to January, February, March. Yeah, so December 21st to March 21st. So it'd be January 1 to March. There's going to be at the very least, in regards to love, friendship, basis of friendship, but as like an invisible pull, like a magnetic. It's the word was magnetic, pull to each other. So, but this giving a timing. So for some, this may resonate in different ways. So that is a love life energy. The financial energy, we're going to use the abundance angels. I like this deck because it kind of looks like a Christmas ornament. Abundance angels. And we have release jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. So if there's any issues of jealousy, not just jealousy, when I read that, it gave me an energy of bringing up lack. So it says jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe, it manifests exactly as you affirm. So it's to be in the feeling energy of abundance to me. Like, so if you bring up an energy that makes you focus on lack, it'll just perpetuate. So you want to perpetuate the good feeling. So it's to kind of like, it's like a message of looking at the more positive aspect of abundance. So find something that you do have an abundance of, or you feel abundant in, and focus on that. For some, if you do have jealousy issues, you definitely want to work on that. But to me, it was basically pointing out, not focusing on lack. So anything that makes you focus on lack or feel like you're lacking, you definitely want to readjust your focus into something that you feel abundant at or have an abundance of. And so, in what areas should I place my focus energy for best results in 25? So let's see what an angel card wants to tell us with this. Where should we place our focus for best intention 2025? Where should we place our focused energy for best results in 2025? So what should we focus on? And it is healing. So whatever that represents for each person. So for some, this can be physical healing, for some emotional, some financial healing. However this resonates, spiritual healing, however it resonates for you, that's where you should place that focus intention. And I'm seeing the visual of sleeping too, so it could be kind of listening to subliminals or doing something like that in the sleep state. Can could be important or helpful in healing as well. You know, especially if, you know, healing, if you have sleep difficulties, definitely healing that, or trying to help that, remedy that, because that's going to be very important for your, you know, your health, your well-being all the way around too. So it could be if you're suffering from sleep detriment or what have you, you want to kind of take a look at, you know, remedying that too. But for everyone, this is just a different, you know, different area of your life that we'll be looking at healing. So the 2025 superpower, what is our superpower? I'm going to use a master, ascended master, which I love this deck because it has a visual Archangel Michael on it. So what is our superpower? I'm going to shuffle and count to 3 as I'm shuffling. And when I get to 3, I'm going to pull from the bottom of the deck. Those were a couple that fell. So let's see, what is our superpower for 2025 Spirit? So 1, 2, 3. I'll be pulling from the bottom. And it is spiritual law of attraction is our superpower. And the magnetism kind of goes along with that. And that can be particularly powerful in love life because of the magnetism energy. But law of attraction is everyone that has come to this reading with the collective is a law of attraction. And for me, it's more like a law of assumption that is very powerful. I liken it to a law of assumption. A law of attraction, I'm not a big believer that we're attracting things to us. You know, it seems that way because it seems like it's over there. But everything is truly connected to us from within our consciousness. And our consciousness is within ourselves and our minds and our thinking and stuff. So we're kind of giving it to ourselves internally, sort of like the message that I relayed in the financial. It's, you know, where is our focus? Are we focusing on lack? Are we looking at things that bring up a sense of lack within us? Because we are truly spiritual beings, and being that, we have everything within us truly. So to me, it's more of a law of assumption. It's just assuming and giving that to ourselves from within. But again, that's another conversation for law of attraction or law of assumption. So that is the reading. That is our year ahead outlook. And again, if you'd like your own personal one, you can click the link below. Angel blessings to everyone. Oceans of love and Happy New Year 2025. Big hugs.